Okay, for this we're going to be using a piece of forklift truck tine. It's been processed down to 236mm by 16mm, or inch and 6/16 by 5/16. Hopefully we're going to be able to get a nice handle out of this and then a nice wide blade, because we're going to be using this chisel to punch the hole in the leg vise, and we're also going to be using it for cutting that little toe that we need to do a little bit later on. So I'm going to get this hot, I'm going to put a fuller in here, draw this out for the handle, and then this part here is going to become our blade, hopefully. Lay the back down a bit. That's it. Okay, welcome back. In this episode we are going to be working on making the toe or lip or whatever this piece is called that just protects the outside of the vise and the lead screw. And to do that I've made a chisel. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be another video itself, but we're going to just cut back about 10mm or 3/8 of an inch and then draw this piece into our toe. We're going to do that on both of these sections here, forge that down, and then using the same chisel I'm hoping to be able to slit a hole in here, and then I'm just going to get the drift that I haven't prepared, and then we forged a almost 40mm round drift to accompany these through. So hopefully this is going to create our eye, and then we're obviously going to get our lip as well, hopefully, and we managed to do it on this one here. So that's what we're going to do now. We're also going to end up drilling a couple of holes down here and then one in this piece here, and those holes are going to be used to receive the hinge plate, and they're going to go in the bottom here. I'm going to see as we go through the project, I don't want to go and end up wrecking this by fire welding this on here and it basically not going well or whatever. So all we're going to do for this one is drill the holes, and we're going to hot rivet them closed. I'm going to talk about that process as we go along, but they're looking pretty good. They're looking relatively similar, but yeah. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get Elliot on going on cutting these, and then I'm going to get Elliot to forge me a little bevel around the outside of these so that they look nice and tidy. I'm going to get Elliot on that, and then whilst Elliot's on that I'm going to come up to these, get these hot and cut in with the chisel. so this is going really well. Every time me and Elliot do the same process over, we seem to get better at it, which is comforting and also a little bit frustrating. We might, I don't know if we are, we might remake this front half, as this one's come out a little better. The back half, this longer piece, has come out a little bit better, but you know, you live and learn. So this is looking really good. Elliot's made me one set of these that they're going to go on down here. They're going to get riveted on towards the end. Yeah, and so far so good. I've been doing a bit of research on the screw boxes, and we're going to do something slightly different with this project. A lot of these older ones have this like eye system that has these really wide eyelets on, so that it can line up and catch properly. But what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to machine, not machine, I'm going to have a go anyway at trying to machine a little bit of a taper that's got a hole bored through it, that's going to help this side guide in, and should have a lot less of this sort of stuff going on, so it should be a relatively good vise. I've not really made anything like this before. I don't think you have either, Elliot, no. So we're sort of playing it by ear a little bit. It's nowhere near as big as I thought it was going to be. It's not this size at all. It's going to have probably going to have somewhere in the region of like 4.5, 5 inch jaws, which is cool, and it's going to be a workable, usable leg vise. But yeah, it's come out pretty good. I'm quite happy with it, and hopefully, well, YouTube told me that you guys are enjoying it. Apparently, the last video that was up did really well, and YouTube even went out of its way to tell me that it was doing so well. Yeah. I really do hope you're enjoying this. Sorry that we didn't get as much done in this video as I'd liked. We're going to punch the hole again. We're going to do some of it off camera again, and then bring it all back together. And then we're going to work on doing the connection and do the bending next time. Yeah, and then after that, I'm hoping the last episode will be all the fixtures and fittings on the back end of the vise. And making a stand maybe be another episode. So there might be 5 episodes. We can get a piece of universal beam or something like that, and then we'll build a little table and stuff, so this can go up to the other workshop, which would be really handy to have another vise. And like I said, I think we might remake this front end. Not sure yet, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so me and Elliot have also now got our work cut out. Fortunately, Elliot's relatively handy in the workshop, especially when it comes to forging, and that means he's getting a little bit of work off the back of the Etsy that's doing quite well. I'm going to start putting a few other different random size pieces of stock up there. One such random length of stock will be this 25mm round or inch round forklift truck tine bar. This makes great hammer eye drifts, and it'll be significantly cheaper than a piece of H13, but I'm also going to order some more H13. There's new brushes up there. I'm having a little bit of a supply problem with brushes. Unfortunately, Dave can't quite keep up with demand, which means I'm probably going to end up buying a bulk lot of brushes, getting them over to Dave. Dave's going to do his magic, and then I'm going to get them back off him. It seems a bit mad doing it that way, but anyway, we'll see how we go. And he doesn't want to front up costs for things like that, which is fair enough. I completely understand that. But yeah, hammer blanks is up there, there's hammers up there, there's all sorts of great stuff, so go and check that out. And if anyone has any ideas or suggestions for things to go up on the Etsy, please let me know. I have also looked into actual blank stock that I can get hold of. I can only get it in round bar in any sort of significant lengths that can be processed, which means it'll have to get forged. And it's going to be no different to reforging the forklift truck tine. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't necessarily, and also it's a lot more expensive. It's almost 3 times the price of the forklift truck tine. No, it's not quite, but it's nearly there. And in order for me to make any money out of it anyway. So I think I'm probably just going to stick with the forklift truck tine. I might buy some lengths of some other bits and bobs to see how it goes, but we will see. Yeah, there's t-shirts and hats and all sorts of things up there as well, if you'd like to get your hands on those. I think that's everything. Yeah, it is. So thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are a subscriber, please ring that bell for notifications, because it lets you know every time I make a video. And just quickly, love to thank all of my subscribers. on Etsy and all that sort of stuff. It's really great to have you along for the ride. And I love making the videos, and I love responding and getting information from you guys and girls and all that jazz. So thank you so much for being a subscriber. Comments down below, let me know what you thought of the video. I hope you're still enjoying me make the leg vise. Let me know what you think of things that I should have up on the Etsy. Anything else? No, that's everything. So I'll leave a link up here to the 2,000 subscriber challenge. I'll leave a link down here to the 1,000 subscriber challenge. This is my Patreon, a great way to support the channel, and this down here is the subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. See you later. Bye bye.